I think every woman knows what is this. No, darling, I'm not getting divorced. You can pass it so everyone sees. And I'm, yeah, this is our wedding ring, as you see. And today I'm going to talk about the story behind it, how I got it. In Armenia, weddings are a big deal. Families are getting ready for it. Like everyone is into fear. Everyone comes with an offer or advice, and then it's a tradition to have very big weddings with like 500 people involved. And among guests, surely you have those ones who are close to your heart, and some people you don't even know. For example, your parents' co-workers or very, very distant relatives. So sometimes these kind of weddings make you feel not like a personal event, but like a social event. And with my husband, we wanted something different. We dreamed of a cozy, intimate wedding with people who truly knew our story and sincerely would celebrate with us. So we decided to keep it a secret from everyone, even from our parents and from siblings. Instead of a traditional wedding, we told everyone that we are going to host a birthday party. So it turned out that my birthday became our wedding day. But in reality, yes, it was our wedding day. That day was really magical. We organized everything together, from decorations to the tiniest details. In Armenia, it's also a tradition that groom buys the ring for the bride, the one that you have, and the bride buys the groom. And they do it separately, so they don't see it before the wedding ceremony. And they gave it during the vows in the church. We decided to buy it together, and we chose the modest ones. Because for us, it wasn't just like the price or the kind of the ring would be, but the meaning that would be kept in the ring. From that day, I never took it until now. And the day I had gave birth to our children, I never took off my ring. Every scratch on it represents everything we have been together, our challenges, our love, our hardest and happiest moments that we have. And the journey still continues, I hope. When our guests arrived, they thought it's a birthday, and then, surprise, it turned out to be our wedding. Can you imagine their faces when they understood that they came to a wedding ceremony? One of my husband's friends even was really like so surprised. He said only Ruben can organize a party, and then it turns out to be his wedding. It was a crazy emotional thing also to see our parents, how they would react. My mother was so emotional and confused, and by the end of the wedding, she came to me and she whispered in my ear, "Are you coming home tonight?" I just smiled and hugged her and then showed my ring. And yeah, I said, "Mom, I'm already married." While my dad was very crack with jokes, as always, he is very humorous person, and he said like, "I must be the only person in Armenia who spent only $5 on Uber for her daughter's wedding." And then he invited me for a wedding waltz. This is also a part of the ceremony. And at that moment, it was the moment when I lost it, and I started to cry. And he continued joking by saying, "Your makeup, stop." And then he hugged me and said that from the moment I was born, he was waiting for this dance all of his life. And he was happy that I have a man strong standing behind me and next to me. The joy, the laughter, the love in the room, it was exactly what we had dreamed of. Simple, real, and filled with happiness. Culture isn't just about traditions we inherit. It's about the choices we make, the values we embrace, and the moments that define us. And in that sense, my wedding was reflection of both where I was coming from and who I was at that moment. Our wedding rings are not just accessories. It's a symbol of something big, I think. It reminds me that happiness isn't about following traditions just because they exist, but about choosing what truly feels like in our hearts. And it also reminds me that life is full of moments when we have to decide, do we follow the path laid out of us or do we create our own? That day we choose love, honesty, and the freedom to celebrate our unity in a way that was true to us. Not how impressive sometimes appears, but how deeply it felt that moment. So every time I look at my ring, you can give it back. Every time I look at my ring, I remember how much we love and what a story we have behind it. It's a reminder of love, decisions we made, and the life we continue to create for us and already for our children. Thank you for listening to my story.